Hello guys and welcome to my video. I'm Cachito. I'm going to show you how to be a good Holy Paladin, okay? Effective Holy Paladin, good stuff that you need to know, basic stuff that you need to know to be a good healer. Alright? So, okay, let's start. Basically, you already know that the Paladin only has three different spells for healing. It's the bigger one, which is the Holy Light. It's 2.5 seconds cast. Right, then we have the second healing, the Flash of Light. It's right here, which is faster. And the third healing, it's instant cast, it's the Holy Shout. Alright, as you can see with the three word critical strikes. Basic stuff. First of all, the mana. With Holy Paladins, you need to have a lot of mana, okay? So, that's in all your stuff, in your equipment. It is really good that you equip only gems with intellect, okay? Doesn't matter if they do not match the color, you can still put it in, and you're good until you reach 30k of intellect. Even more, it's better. Um, why is good the intellect? Because it gives you the spell power, it gives you also critical strike rating, okay, and makes your heal much better. As you can see, I have in Holy, I have 46% of critical strike rating, plus a glyph that I have that increases my critical strike of Flash of Light by 5%. That means that I have, let's say, 51% of critical strike with Flash of Light. Okay, so it is a lot. Right, we paladins are considered only to be like mainly only tank healings, because we are the most effective at tank healings. Okay, we're not like the priest or druids, shamis, which has a lot of healing spells and lots of targets at a time. We just focus on most likely to be one healing, one type of healing. That's we don't have like a much of a healing over time effects. So that is why we are considered more for tanking healing. This is why for the beacon of light we can easily, let's say if there's only one tank, you can beacon the tank, and then you heal the secondary tank or healing the raid, and it will instantly heal in the tank. Or you can beacon yourself, as you can see, and just keep healing the tank, and the tank, and the tank, and the tank, and therefore you will not be losing your life. You will not be worrying about that. Okay. Another good thing that you have to do always, let's say with the tank or yourself, okay, it is putting the sacred shield on. Okay, you put the sacred shield, and then you cast a healing to yourself, and then you will have a healing over time effect, which it will be healing you. Okay. So that will be doing effective healing. One, the beacon in the tank, you heal in the secondary tank, and then you have healing over time effects on yourself. So in that way you can be a good healer. Okay, also you already know to be good at only spamming, let's say. Well, for me personally, I like to only spam Flash of Light. Okay, just Flash of Light, Flash of Light, Flash of Light. And that's the beauty of the Paladin, the mana. It is only consumes 307 of mana, and it is not very much. Okay, so as you can see, the mana will be really going slowly. The regeneration, as you can see, it gives you a lot of regeneration, and the mana will come up really quick, so it won't hurt you. Okay, there's two types of healing. Other paladins, other people like to spam only Holy Light. Just be casting Holy Light and Holy Light, and have a lot of mana regeneration. That's good also. That's really good for depending which raid. Some bosses like in Ice Crown Citadel where you will be needing to spam Holy Light. But let's say for dungeons or normal raids, easy raids, you can go with it with the Flash of Light. You will not see your mana go down below 50%. It is really rare in those cases. So that's why the Paladin is really good. You will see, let's say in my opinion, I've seen priests or druids, shamis, which they drain their mana really quick, but we do not. We also have the spell, the Divine Plea, to regain your mana. Okay, so also with the arcane torrent trinket that I have, that restores my mana, so that's really good. Okay, you should be wondering about my talents. Okay, you can see my talent pages in my armory page. As I went far into retribution, it gives me a lot of critical. As I mentioned later, before, I like to have a lot of critical. In these cases, let's see if I get a critical strike. When you get a critical strike, there's a base mana returning to you. Okay, so that's pretty much saying that the healing will be costing less mana. Okay, also a gem, a token that restores my mana sometimes on spell cast. It will be like 600 mana, so that's really good and for your mana regeneration and for your critical strike and your healing. Some other paladins stack up haste rating, so a lot of haste and less critical. That's also good. Don't worry. There's variations. Okay, just showing how basic stuff. Okay, let's see if I can join a dungeon. Showing an example. All right, that was good.
You know what they say.
It's not real.
Alright, so that was pretty much it. As you were able to see, it was pretty easy to healing. Let me see if I can get myself into a raid so I can show you something. Alright guys, I've joined a raid group. I'm right here in Charles of the Crusader. As you can see, I have the raid right here so I can heal easily. I like to pull out the groups. Okay, and I have the tanks right here, the three main tanks in the top. And what I do is just beacon the tank. As you can see, I'm gonna beacon. And just keep spamming. I'm right now spamming Flash of Light, Flash of Light. No matter if they are overhealing, I just keep overhealing, overhealing, overhealing. And the tank is being healed by the beacon, as you can see. Alright, so that's the basic stuff that I do. And there's pretty much cases in which you need to just be spamming Holy Light. We put this Sacred Shield and Flash of Light, and it will give it a heal over time. And that's how we do it. Right, I know it is like a little bit messy, but you will get used to it. Sometimes we paladins are most likely to be tank healers. That's why we just kill a tank and then we beacon the other. Right, for me in personal cases, I like to be spamming Flash of Light, but there's a lot of situations in which
Ahí se
you
lo
will
ganó
be
ya.
needing to
Ya
do
se
a lot
ganó.
Holy Light. Okay, in my settings, my specific settings to casting, as you can see, there's a big mess right here. But whenever I'm healing, I use the Flash of Light and the Holy Light. I have them with the two letters. Flash of Light is the Q in my keyboard, and Holy Light is the letter E. So, why these two letters? Why these two letters? Because these are right next to my fingers. I mean, when you're moving, the Q is next to the W, and the E it's also next to the W. It makes the healing pretty easy, really easy. Just pressing Q, 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 and the quick numbers. I got the Holy Shock, Judgment, Beacon. That's three pretty easy stuff that I need. Okay, so another quick tip: whenever you see a person, let's say has low health, and you're casting
I
something on
can't
him.
cast that
Okay,
yet.
at the end of the cast, if they still have low health, at the end of the cast, you cast immediately Holy Shock. Okay, so let's try. When you finishing casting,
Let's start
directly press
charging.
Holy Shock. It's like doing 2 heals at a time, and if it's critical, you have a Flash of Light instant cast. So it is really really good in a lot of situations. Okay, that's why we Paladins rock, because we're really really supportive. Okay, so that was my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned a tip or something. Okay, so if you have any question, you can
It's still
contact me,
recharging.
okay, or email, something like that, or check my Armory page if you have any doubts. Okay, so see you next time. Bye bye.